Hello to amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to another episode of Limbus Company, an amazing gacha from Project Moon, where you put together teams of sinners, equip them with E.G.Os, unlock new ones, and then go and do turn-based combat and experience a wonderful story. You can find the full playlist in the comment description below the video. So, today we are continuing chapter 6. In recent videos we dealt with Heathcliff from another world, and then we dealt with our own Heathcliff distorting. Hopefully he calmed down a little bit, and now we find out about Isabella, who, if I understood correctly, is Hindley's... not Hindley's, Linton's sister, something like that. Anyhow, it's a story chapter, so sit back, relax and enjoy. So this is the Heathcliff in his distorted form, a big wolf kind of things. You guys might want to come take a look at this. Look at the corpse of the dead rabbit's boss we defeated earlier. This isn't Heathcliff from the other world. I don't think we ever seen this person before. Heavens, this is... I know her. Miss Isabella, how? How could this? Oh, did Isabella take on the form of Heathcliff from another world and decided to use that as pretense to kill our Heathcliff? No. Okay, what is going on? Isabella? Isabella Edgar, Linton's younger sister. She came by this manor a few times along with Linton. They overwrote Linton's sister with Heathcliff's identity? He wasn't even real. We lost him. This technology they're using to summon identities is definitely a lot like our own. There have been a total of 4 separate instances of lightning strikes. Mersot was the first to break the silence. The most logical course of action from the perspective of our company would have been to wait until the golden bow becomes available to us, just as Linton had suggested earlier. What? Hide in the barn and wait for the 7th strike of lightning like cowards? What a helpful lot you are. Thank you kindly for your words of encouragement. You know what? We should have done that from the start. It was foolish of me to even... He's pretty upset. Allow me to finish, Heathcliff. I'm beginning to feel the need to practice hastening my speech. We have experienced consistent escalation of risk merely by moving about the manor. Moreover, it is growing increasingly difficult to ensure Heathcliff's safety. Therefore, in conclusion, Mersot paused for a moment. I judge that we may have to stop the lightning from striking. Oh, really? Interesting. Even if that decision leads to our failure to obtain the golden bow. Everyone fell silent, deep in thought after hearing Mersot's judgment. It wasn't a decision based on cold, hard facts that we had come to expect from him. Agreed. It never appeared that the lightning strikes were a result of natural phenomena. It always struck at the most dramatic moments, always on a certain trigger, killing the manor's power without fail. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about the circumstances surrounding each strike of lightning. First one was, at the funeral, when they were reading Catherine's will. No, we can get more specific than that. It was when Heath called out Catherine's name. The second one was when Linton said something hurtful to Heathcliff, all that verbal abuse. The third was when Hindley drew his last breath, and thus all is ruined. Linton's exhausted voice broke through our musings. He looks around the destroyed laboratory, the corpses and the husks of that Pecatula. There was a hollow look in his eyes. His face, already so sallow, had lost even more of its color, but he stood tall. Linton's gaze lingers for a moment on his sister's mangled corpse before moving towards Catherine in the coffin. Isabella, my dearest sister. So this is how our union was to be. It feels like it was just yesterday that you left our home without a word. You didn't even write to each other? She did send me a few childish letters, that she'd met her fated partner, that she found true love, but she couldn't possibly introduce me to this person, as I would surely refuse to give my blessings. Do you even understand what you've done? I merely followed the path laid before me. The lightning has struck 4 times. Yeah, we know. We know how to count, you know. Executive manager, I can tell from the way that man is speaking that he may know the conditions that triggered the lightning strikes. Otis spoke plainly without even trying to lower her voice. Lightning strikes. Each strike of lightning is a blessing, for it signifies that you have a place in her heart. Linton looked straight towards Heathcliff, and I could finally see his face clearly for the first time. He wore the expression of deep, bottomless pain. It didn't change the fact that Linton was extremely suspicious and had quite a lot of things to answer for, but it began to sink in that he was also a man who was grieving for someone he loved. I lied to you, Heathcliff. Our marriage was never happy, but I have spent my entire life struggling to earn a place in her heart, knocking and knocking so that she would let me in. Yet there was nothing. She never once gave me an answer. Even now she remains silent. Linton, nothing, none of that justifies the atrocity that you have committed in building this abominable laboratory. I have given some thought as to how so many people could disappear without leaving a shred of evidence. It cannot be said that gangs kidnapped them by force, for there were no signs of resistance. There have also been cases of simultaneous disappearances. Sometimes even entire families would disappear all at once. You actually read the whole article? Then it can be reasoned that they weren't taken against their will. It would be more believable to say that they followed their would-be kidnappers willingly. Which means the kidnapper was someone well-known, someone with a decent reputation. What did you offer them? A job at the manor? Promise to treat them to a nice meal or something? An experiment to produce a human, or so it was called. Yet I cannot imagine a single human being for whom these heinous experimentations, all this sacrifice, this suffering would have been worth it for. Master Linton, even if it was Miss Catherine you asked you to do this, this is too... What? Oh, Catherine? She asked you to do all of this? No, that's impossible. Linton receives the sinner's deluge of resentful accusations with an unstirring expression. Yes, I will not deny that everything was by Catherine's request, but it was by my will that every one of her requests were carried out to the letter. I'm asking you why? The why never mattered to me, so I never asked her. All I ever cared about was endlessly endeavoring to carry out her wishes, to do as I was told. Yeah, still, why? With your family's wealth, you could have just lived out the rest of your days in complete luxury with money to spare, so why? Should E.G.O be made aware of what has transpired here? You may be subject to a high degree of punishment, even if your family name were to mitigate it. You ask me why. Is it not obvious? Because I loved Catherine. Ever since the moment I laid my eyes upon her, to this very day, I have spent every single moment of my life pining for her. You're just desperately begging for her affection, blinded by your own obsession. Speak ill of me as you will, I care not. Because my joy counts through what morsel of affection she spared me. So, you have no idea how much I envied you, Heathcliff. You envied me! You! Even in her youth, when I would come to spend time with Catherine at this manor, she would always ask me the same question. I wonder where Heathcliff has gone to. I wish he was here. Of course, you must have been hiding from her, for you could not bear the sight of us. And believe it or not, it was not I who burned your letters. In truth, I would have delivered them to her myself, had I had my hands on your letters, because that was how desperately Catherine was waiting for your news. Once you left, Catherine, she shut herself off in her room, refused to eat, and withered away, gazing into a mirror day and night, until one day she calmly emerged from that very room and asked me for my hand. A mirror? She mentioned the same thing in the diary, that she saw herself in the mirror. Yet, we kept no mirrors at the manor we lived. The mirror she looked into was, according to her, a gift. A gift from who? If you would like me to know what she saw in that mirror, what it was that she saw that prompted her to ask to marry me, why don't you ask the diary yourself? Ask that old diary that remains in obstinate silence before me. Okay. Well, this is more or less everything we kind of pieced together already. That she didn't really love Linton, that she always kept Heathcliff in her heart, and that maybe she died because of withering away after he left. Okay, lightning rod. Okay, clear within 10 turns, alright. Yeah, this... okay, let's bring... Well, we don't have to bring him, that's interesting. But let's bring him, he does well do damage. He does well do damage, he does good damage. Or he does well. You're going to fight us in your state. If you seek to disturb this experiment, then it falls to me to stop you. Wait, what? This makes absolutely no sense. Did they mess up the order of things here? What are you even looking to gain from this by going this far? The same thing as always. I love Catherine, so I should do as she wills me to. So that I may enter her room, I dare not to wish to become a master of it. I merely wish that she would let me in. I wish that the sight of an open door, that little gesture would be more than enough. The thunder of every lightning that struck the manor was the sound of her breaking heart. Oh, with every heartbreak, the lightning strikes, the pain, the bereavement, the shock are all manifest as lightning, then darkness. Thus, the lightning only indicates that the person in question was so important to her. Heathcliff, I think Nelly was right. Catherine's still alive. It wasn't exact science or anything like that, but I've been feeling that gaze coming from somewhere within the manor. Not an aggressive gaze, no, but it was certainly stubborn and lingering. Like, this is so weird. Like, we had like a normal conversation with him, and now he's like, I'm gonna stop you from doing the experiments, right after he told us to go and check the diary. So what was that all about? Like, I have no idea. But fine, fine. I'm not expecting too much trouble here, although I was not too happy with like the chances, but let's see how it goes. Okay, we're gonna have 2 waves. I'm just gonna like look everything in and see how it goes. Like, yeah, we had some focused encounters where we had to like pay attention to what's going on, but for this non-focused one, I'm fully expecting to be able to do it easily. So this one will win, then the next one will lose, right? Because it's gonna be struggling. Okay, we don't get to see it yet, but it's there. We might stagger somebody, so... No, she did lose the fight, okay. She lost the clash. Okay, and now they're all staggered, so we're expecting to do some nice damage here. Well, Rift Space probably not what I want here though, but fine. So, if I could have interfered, I would tell him, tell Dawn, tell her not to use the Rift Space, but that's fine. Oh, it died from fire. Okay, 4 turns. Okay, not great, but not bad either. So that means we're gonna have 6 turns to do the second wave. Should probably be more than enough, unless we get like a boss. But oh. Veteran Edgar Family Butler. This dude has 347 HP. Whew. Okay, let's see. Do we have like any good AoEs here? Not really. I guess I can use her telepole. That's decent. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Immobilization. Okay. So I'm hoping that since there's many of them, this will do decent damage. I only see 2 people on her stick though. That's not very good. 36. I was hoping for better. But it did give her some charges at least. So hopefully it's more than I will get from her usual skills. Sinclair as usual is like just wrecking house. Okay. Oh, we have quite a few people staggered. Oh my, oh my. That's not great, but fine. Okay, that's nice. 1 down. Okay. Yeah, this was a problem. Yeah, it's gonna kill Faust. Doesn't matter. It's gonna kill Dawn as well. Okay. This dude is a problem. It's a problem. Come on. He rolled pretty good. Will we have enough to finish the fight? I think so. Okay, it's going for them, so that's good. The distortion. Oh no, it's also gonna hit some of us, but that's fine, probably. I can easily repeat the fight and do it better if we need to. That's a lot of damage. Oh no. Oh, it's doing it twice. Why is it doing it twice? Okay. Oh well. Well, he's dead and she's dead. And... oh, dude. Go, Rodian, save us! Save us! Okay, so after all is said and done, what remains? Oh no. Okay, it's like 2 versus 2. Can we even do this in 3 turns? I don't know. Okay, let's try to do this better. This looks horrible. Yeah. I wonder, so we have decent amount of light blue. We have everything. We should be able, like... usually I get like Fluid Zacon Faust relatively early and can like do it to stabilize. Okay. Okay. Okay, these are good chances. Come on. Don't disappoint me again. Funny how if things start going down the hill, they really go down the hill. But I use some defensive abilities if the class chances will not be that great. Okay. I should be careful not to use like Don's and Ryushu's thing. Okay. Okay, 2 of them are dodging and 2 are favorites, so that looks good. Let me see something. Okay. Okay, favorite. Okay, this one's struggling, so we can dodge here. Okay. I don't think it worked, but it was a try at least, so that's fine. Self-destructive purge. We got a lot of sanity for winning that clash. Okay.
이런 상황인데도 어떻게 끝이 보이네요. 조금만 더 해보죠.
Let's see something.
끼어들지 마라. 어? 간식인가?
Okay. Right. Do I want to use Sinclair? There's something to be said about not using him, so we don't get the same problem we had last time. So keep his sanity a little bit higher, because like that was one of the problems, that he distorted and like started hitting our people. Not sure how many he hit, but I have a feeling it might have been quite a few. This all looks pretty good, mostly neutral. And okay, we can go favorite here with that. There we go, dominating even. Let's see, what do we lack? Okay, We like 1 light blue and 3 purples. Okay, this is 2 purples though. So if I turn that off, then we only lack 1 purple. Let's do that so we can do the sack next round. The fluid sack. If that will even be necessary, that is. Well, I don't know, we'll see. So how exactly did this fight go so wrong last time? I have no idea. Maybe a little bit of bad luck. Yeah. One of them is already dead, one of them is staggered. I mean, I can use the sack, but I don't feel like I need to. But then again, why not? Just to heal people up, get some of their sanity up. It was probably Sinclair just killing a whole bunch of our people. But like, a lot of our people were staggered already before he did this thing, right? His thing, right? So... I think it was just a little bit of bad luck combined with that, and yeah. The rat hunt, you shall not be hunting rats today. You're the one being hunted. So this thing heals everyone and restores sanity. It's pretty nice. Also does a little bit of damage. Well, decent amount of damage actually. Ketarana. And there we go. Nice and clean this time. Yeah. Okay. So there isn't anyone left. I won't last much longer. This is how I was born, how I've lived my entire life. Yeah, glad you know that, so why don't you... What, admit my sins and surrender? Haha, why would any of that ever matter to me? Linton looks up with a lighter expression, as though a burden has been lifted from his shoulders. This is as far as I will go. Then, with the gentlest voice, he begins speaking to someone. His voice was overflowing with intense, fervent affection. As I have always told you, I have no regrets. I merely think that we were both walking in different paces, and you always happened to walk ahead of me. Yet, even a sight of you from behind summoned butterflies in my stomach. This man, he will die without immediate and appropriate medical attention from a professional doctor. He is extremely weakened. Still, Catherine, I wish you would. I wish my dad would bring you even a trace of sorrow. Even before I first laid my eyes upon that child, Linton, he was watching me, unable to look away even for a moment. That child is wealthy. He looks like the Prince Charming from fairy tales of my childhood. And he loves me so much. See, his eyes glimmer like the very stars of the night sky with every second he lays them upon me. I love Linton, who loves me. His eyes that twinkle for no one else but me. His flaxen locks that flow for no one else but me. His radiant smile that flashes for no one else but me. Linton, who finds happiness through nothing else but me. When light returned to the manor, when I could finally see again, there stood Linton, wearing the brightest, happiest smile I had ever seen. The machines of the laboratory were linked to his body. Ah, did you hear the thunder? Catherine weeps for me. Oh, Catherine. Linton musters every strength in his body and reaches out towards Catherine's coffin. Wait, what are you? So now is the right moment to... Stop! I thought I saw tears of joy rolling down his cheeks, but they were his flesh beginning to melt off his face. Even if you will not permit me into your chambers, it's all right. I will await you within its walls, forevermore. Asa! To bring forth the pure form of humanity that once existed was quite a simple task. You never had any talent in the culinary arts, he sang, so you wouldn't understand. Any kind of identity could safely and securely be applied to it, as long as the dough is in its purest form. What happened to Linton? Can't you see? He became a dough, a batter, a pure being free of dregs, so that it would always yield the finest results, regardless of what other ingredients you mix into it. You call that mess of flesh human? No, creation of a new human is but a stepping stone in that process. Their ultimate goal must be to go even further beyond that though. They seek to reach the very origin, the primordial human. This is but a part of that process, merely an experiment along the way. Oh, consider yourself fortunate that there aren't any other surviving researchers here other than myself. If Director Herman, oh there we go, Herman, our nemesis, or any of the other higher-ups heard what you said, I'm sure they will be pulling all kinds of strings to take you in. Mother, damn it, I knew that woman would be... The being you refer to as human, I presume that one could apply any identity from any possibility, no matter how distant and irrelevant the role to that being. Yes, he sang. I knew that you would be the most overjoyed to hear of this breakthrough. This is the apex of what the mere technology is capable of. Now, all we have left is to leap from that apex to soar beyond its limits. From what we know, there is another golden ball located inside the manor. This, though, is a part of an experiment that can be conducted only with a preposterous magnitude of energy output. So the golden ball, to accumulate that much energy, must be located on the rooftop of this manor. Correct. The golden ball acts as a lightning rod, draws the merciless strikes of lightning, then harnesses it in form of energy for itself. Your breadth of knowledge is starting to get unsettling. Well, now that everything is in order, I must really make my exit. Not so fast. I'll get you and find out everything you know about what Mother is planning. Please, let us not waste each other's time by playing this pointless game of cat and mouse. When the perfect identity is applied over a dough, one such opaque, murky mist emerges. What a picturesque moment. Most apt to bid you all farewell, is it not? Director Herman's son, was it? I hear that you are a veteran of the smoke war. Then perhaps this may be a familiar sight to you, if a tad different in a few places. I didn't know that Gregor was a son of Herman. Was I supposed to know that? And ye sang, my dear fellow. Leave, so that I may have aught to look forward to in the time I have left. Alright, so, well, there goes Hindley. Well, I mean Linton. They're both the same to me. Evil and evil. Linton, sorry, Linton. Okay, the wild hunt. So, I guess we're gonna be chasing Asia now? Asa? Cool. But anyhow, that was like weird how we went from this to this. It felt like story was a little bit incoherent. But yeah, please let me know in the comments below what's up with that. Did I misunderstand something there? First he was kind of cordial towards us and then he decided to fight us. And like he was like, hey, check the diary yourself. And then we didn't check the diary. It was kind of weird. But anyhow, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all to have a wonderful day, do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching and see you in the next episode of Limbus Company. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.